you set it. We're already into video 2, and I haven't even gotten started on my eyes. So what do you suppose we'll call this video name, since I didn't even get started with my eyes? Anyway, it's the lip product from L'Oreal, and I am liking it a lot. It stays on really, really well. And, okay, I do not look even today. You know what's weird is when my mouth is at rest like this, which is a very rare occurrence. Don't you know it? All my friends know it. My husband knows it. Everybody knows it. You got to either love me or just get away. Hold on. I'm going to try to build this side up to look like that side. It's just not made the same. My mouth just ain't made the same over here. Hold on, try again. Oh, now see. Okay, that's the best I can do for right now. It's just never the same. Anyway, so once you get that on, and I do let it just kind of set for a couple of seconds. That's a couple of seconds. Yeah, that's good enough. Because I can feel it starting to dry. You'll feel it drying, because it is a drying thing. That's how it stays on all day. But then you put the other end on, which is like a petroleum stick, and there's a little piece. We'll rub it in. There. Look how shiny it is, though. And it smells really good, and it's very moisturizing, and it sets the product instantly. That's what I was telling you about using a balm before you use an all-day product. It won't let it stay on your lips, so you have to use the balm after. And typically that's what's in this anyway, the other end of whatever the all-day products. They typically have something to set it, and it's a moisturizer because this is so drying. It's like paint. It's like painting your lips. So it stays on all day. And of all the products that I've ever put on my lips, including my Chanel, this stays on the best. But, I mean, it's like hard to get off. But, I don't know. We'll see how the coverage is. I like it. And certainly it's a fraction of the cost. Look how wrinkled I look using this concealer. It's so drying. I don't like it. Okay, so I've shown you what I already put on, and then of course today I decided to do a little squirt of this when I was done, and I don't know that I've shown you this unless I might have in one of my perfume hauls. And this is Eau Demoiselle de Givenchy, not Givenchy. Eau Demoiselle, and you guys, this is such a clean, it's a high fragrance, it's a real lifting fragrance. It's not like a romantic or a sweet or a spicy smell or a woodsy smell or a savory smell. It's just, I'd have to tell you what the notes are, and I don't know what they are. But anyway, I really do like it. I remember I had to wait for it because when it first came out, I smelled the tester on the counter at Nordstrom, and it was like, oh my gosh, this smells so clean and fresh. I definitely would like to buy a bottle. And she says, well, you can't get it yet, and we'll have to pre-order you some, because odds are when we get it, we're going to sell out right away. And I'm like, why do y'all do that? If you know that, why don't you order double? Make yourself some money. Don't you know how to buy? Anyway. Alright, so that's perfume we squirted on. Now we're done. Did I tell you everything? Oh, I did want to tell you that I had pre-done a couple of things. Like I did my eyeshadow primer potion, which was Urban Decay's primer potion. This is just a little sample size, but y'all seen Urban Decay. I'm sure you can get that just about anywhere. And one of the eyeliners that I'm really enjoying, which I'm kind of surprised, is this Physicians Formula. And this was the Shimmer Strips version, and this was the Kohl Kajal and Liquid Liner Trio, and it had black, bronze, and gold in it. And I've been using the black, of course, as a liner. It's on one end, it's a regular crayon liner, and it goes on very, very smooth. It has a pretty good coverage life. I mean, a few hours, which is not as good as the IT Cosmetics No Tug Gel Liner, the waterproof liner, but it's pretty good. I keep this in my purse, and the other end of it is a liquid liner. So you can do your eyeliner, and that's what I did today for my little, I think I need to add a little, did I need to do that? I did. And I don't know if you noticed, but it has little gold sparkle specks in it. So that's fun. Anyway, I know, why would you do your liner before you do your eyeshadow? Because I was going to the store before I did this to get me a Chick-fil-A coffee. So how's your weekend been? Oh, that is so good. Okay, so I was trying to think of which colors I wanted to use today. Oh, one other thing that I want to tell y'all that I've told you before is one of my faves, but it's just, it's worthy of bringing back up, that if you want just an all-round good blush, the Chanel number 02 Rose Bronze. Let me just open it. It's Chanel, which you know. But you guys, this is the best blush. It truly is a soft rose, but it's got a brown undertone. But it's only a slight brown undertone. And the reason that's good is it's just so subtle. I wonder if it looks subtle under these lights. I never know what these lights are going to do. See how I just go down the nose bridge like that, and it kind of subtles out my big nose. Okay. And you can just kind of dust underneath here with it and on your temples. And it's just a very subtle blush. I really like this blush. So if I was ever going to recommend a blush, which I don't typically, that would be it. Okay. So I was going to do a smoky eye with this Naked Smoky Eye palette. And the colors in it are these. So you can see them. I'll do it that way. Can you see them? But then as I was going through my dressing drawer, I'm trying to see if that's focused for you. When I was going through my, not my dressing drawer actually, my dressing room drawer, where I keep a lot of what I use every day, for some reason I went and looked in my, what was it, about my third drawer down in my eye palettes, and I came across this and I couldn't remember what it was. It's a Bobbi Brown palette, and I thought, what's in my eye palettes? What in the world would it be? And it is apparently an eye palette that I bought that I completely forgot about because I don't even think it's used. It is the eye palette pour les yeux. What's the color number? Are you kidding? It doesn't have one. Okay, the colors are Ivory, Chiffon, Seashell Pink, and Rich Espresso. I just had a little belch. Excuse me. Rich Espresso. That's what I was trying to say. So I'm going to do two different eyes. Yeah, I am. I know some of you are like, what? I am. I'm going to start with, what is this called again? Ivory, from the Bobbi Brown palette. And I am going to put that underneath my brow when I'm using a Sigma Beauty eye shading brush, which is the E55. And that almost looks like I've done nothing at all. Maybe this is why I don't use this more. And then I also usually use the frosted version in my inner corner of whatever the light number is. I mean light color is. And that looks like I've done nothing at all. Like nothing at all. What color is that? Chiffon. I'll try it again. I like to do the inner corner with a frosted color. And then I come about a quarter of the way out on the top of my lid. And then whatever's left over, I brush right under that matte white that I do. I don't see any color at all, you guys. So I'm going to use the other side of my brush and do this Seashell Pink, which is right there, this corner right there. That's the, let me get it a little closer so you can see. Hopefully it is focusing. I know my camera takes a minute, so that's why I'm just sitting it there. And also because y'all want to look at that stuff, right? Alright, so, oops, there's a little tiny hair. And that will get in my eye contact. I'm going to dust the top of my lid. And I am seeing a little more color there, but not much. This doesn't seem very pigmented, which surprises me for Bobbi Brown. And I'm going to come right under where I dusted the chiffon color, right under the brow. And I don't necessarily like to fill in where I'm going to fill in later with a dark color. I think it's a waste of shadow. Alright, so I'm going to do this over here. And if you'll notice, oops! I was going to use something from over there for that, sorry. I'm going to add some more and see if maybe stacking it up would help. And add some more of this. The only thing about when you do that, especially when you're older, is you really make the skin look dried out. Okay. So now I'm going to take this darker color and I'm going to use my E45 small tapered blending brush from Sigma Beauty. And I'm just going to roll it because it's tapered. I'm going to roll it like that. And I am going to tap that off because it's a very dark color. And starting with the outer, I'll fix it later. Starting with the outer corner, that's where you put down, because wherever you put down is where most color comes off. And then you swish in windshield wiper motions in the crease a lot. And then I'm turning the tapered brush because it's all, the powder's all the way around it since I rolled it. And then I come back in on the outer V, turning it to use up that color. And I might blend upward a little there. See how I did that right under the front of the brow? And maybe a little higher. I'm going to go a little higher out here. Just because of my scar. Okay, so that's the Bobbi Brown look. Oh, I got to do underneath. Hold on. Where is my flat shader? This is my short shader. It's an E20. I also use this for my brow. I know that's a very weird thing to use for your brow, but I like it, so hush. I'm just kidding. I use it to line with. I start with the one end of it, and then as I come across under my lash line, then I go back across with the other end of it, like this. And I just kind of stack whatever's left at the root base of my lashes just to make them look a little darker. And I'm kind of going over that liner as well. Now whatever's left over, I come up here and kind of fill in my brow. Now I'm going to use a little more because there wasn't much left over. And so I got to be careful when I do it this time because there'll be a lot on it. And I'm just going to come up for